Most choices are directed towards the byproduct, the manifestation. They don't work because there's not the real, what I would call thinking, the real feeling in there. Real choices are things like choosing joy, choosing living in experience. A real choice is really just saying, I am that I am. That's probably the ultimate choice. I am that I am. I'm present, I'm living, I'm aware. Damn, I am that I am. That's a choice. A real choice is, you could even say, is to just say, I choose to live. I choose to live wildly abundant. Why not? Because you're choosing to live, which is important. Wild meaning you're willing to take some risk, go beyond the box. Abundant meaning full, rich. Doesn't mean just dollars and cents. From there, all the manifestations start to work out. Don't focus on trying to manifest a pot of gold over here, or you're going to cut yourself short. That's old think. The choice should have a feeling to it. The choice should have depth in it. It shouldn't sound like that mind crap. Shouldn't sound like Machio. It should be real. A real choice is just to live. To live. You can choose the experience that you want. That's a I am given right. You can choose whatever you want. It's the soul's gift to the human as well to choose whatever you want. Now, what you do is, instead of thinking your way through it, just allow it. I don't know, sometimes you make this more complex, but not you, but you, than it has to be. Choose what you want, but don't do the little stuff. Don't say, I want a hamburger for dinner tonight. That's like, it's like you get 3 wishes off the magic Aladdin lantern, and you choose that, something like you don't have to wash your clothes that night. It's like, no, choose big. Choose in broad strokes, as Tobias would say. For me, it would be choosing a life of creative, clear experience that satisfies the breathing human and the soul, something like that. Choose big. Choose a life of ease and grace. That's probably grace and clarity, something like that. Choose it and then allow it. Stop thinking about it. Stop diagramming it out. Stop talking about it. Stop wondering where it is. Stop pretending that it's not here, and just allow it. It's that simple. So choosing is important at the human level. Choosing is very important. You have this gift of all these potentials. Gee, choose one of them and choose broad. Everything else fills in. The energy now, your energy responds to you, and it says, okay, a life of grace and abundance, for instance. Okay, here we come. And it will provide that. It will fill in all the spaces. You don't have to worry about where the money's going to come from or how to make it easier. You take a deep breath and you allow it. You assume it's there because it is, because it's your energy and it's serving you. And then you move on and watch now how everything reorients. The energies all have to repattern, readjust, and that without killing you. So sometimes it takes more than an instant. Sometimes it takes a day, a week, a month.
Don't worry about the money to pay for the potential. That comes in. That is always there. And I know some of you have a hard time believing that, but it is always there. Whatever potential you pick, what you call money or the financial energy, automatically comes in and coincides with it. It may not be there in advance. Part of the fallacy of this whole banking system. It may not be there in advance, but it will coincide the moment you select a potential.
Now, the human has the absolute divine right to be creative, to say, I have all these potentials. I have this entire smorgasbord, buffet of things available. How do I want to combine them? When do I want to experience them? How do I experience them with the illusion of other people? how do I want to put these pieces together? Do I want to eat mush at every meal? Or do I want to have a gourmet, personally prepared French cuisine? How do you want it? Don't look in the rearview mirror. Don't say, well, how did I do that so I can now figure it out in my brain to do it again? No, you just choose whatever it is you want again and leave it at that. What happens is humans get so caught in the thinking part of it rather than just the being part of it. And then they diminish it, or they look back and say, oh my gosh, look what I created. And they try to dissect it or evaluate it. Don't. Just move on, enjoy. And the energy is always there serving you.
Abundance is strictly a set of belief systems. Abundance in your own life is also about allowing yourself to have it in. It's about stepping out of your limitations, as Adamus said today. Some of you think that because you are spiritual, that alone will bring the abundance in. You have to understand that it still takes a type of energy moving on your part. As we told a group a number of years ago, abundance begins when you begin. Abundance is sitting there waiting for you in your life. You don't have to work in the old energy way to achieve it. As a matter of fact, it's really quite simple. It is waiting for you right now, but now we put the question back on you. What do you want to do? How do you want to move energy to have energy then come and move back with you? That is how abundance works. When you begin a process, everything around you responds accordingly. We're going to ask you to begin anything, to do anything, not feel trapped or stuck anymore, but to begin any movement and to understand, even if it is not the correct movement, you will adjust and correct yourself accordingly. There is absolutely nothing that is limiting abundance from coming into your life. It is there. It is ready for you. If you are having these problems in your life, abundance or relationships or health, any of these things, it means something is stuck energetically. Begin a process. Do anything. Let go of the control and watch to great amazement how everything comes to you. If there's anything in your life that is lacking or hurting, let go of the control. Begin to move energy and watch what happens. You are phenomenal creators, all of you.
The best thing is to do anything. Something, paint, write, dance, sing, anything. It gets the motion going for creativity. Anything. But if you think about it too much, well, what is the best thing to do? Then you get stuck. So you just do anything. Have fun with it. Don't worry if it falls apart. That's another thing everyone will have to get used to. Don't worry if it doesn't work out. Well, it works out, but you create something and all of a sudden it blows up. Don't worry about it. That's creation. That's creativity. The real creator creates something and then lets it go. The creator that creates and then demands limitation and ownership, that's ultimately not really creativity, but just anything. What comes to mind when I say anything? What comes to heart when I say anything? Calder corrected me there. It's so important to keep playing. And once you stop playing, then you're thinking, then you're limited, then you're going to get depressed, then then you get unhappy, then the energies don't move. So play. Yeah, play well.
But whatever comes to your front door, dance with it. What we mean by that, it is time to interact. It is time to take all that you know about yourself, all that you have learned, and begin to apply it. It is time to meld with this, whether it is a person or an object. Whatever comes to your front door is being brought there appropriately. It is time to interact with it. It is time, dear friends, to begin the dance, to begin melding, putting your energy into it. It will be appropriate if it is brought to your front door. It is to take your broad brush, to add your passion, and then to wait for things to appropriately come to your front door. When they do, that will mean it is time to interact. It will time to place your energy, your human skills, as well as your divine skills into this. If a student is brought to you, even if you do not like the way the student looks or acts or smells, it is time to dance. Get close. Get personal. They are being brought there for the appropriate reasons. What we are saying here, dear friends, is put your human judgment aside and know that all things are appropriate. If an object comes to your door, it is there for a reason. If you lose your job, this is something that has come to your front door. It is there for a reason. Dance with it. Express your emotions. If your emotions are anger and pain, dance and express. Do not need to be holier than thou here. We understand that there is pain that goes with this. But as you dance, as you express yourself, as you embrace the moment, you will discover things about it that were previously hidden from you. Dance with what comes to your front door. This will be a challenge for you, for many of you, for you are used to creating plans. You are used to predetermining the way things should look and be, for how you would like them to be. For now, dear friends, instead of worrying, instead of planning, instead of gathering acorns, instead of willing things to happen, we're going to make it so very simple for you. Take your broad brush, create a stroke. This begins a vibrational sequence at the highest levels of physics. When your passion, when your love is added to this, the waves of vibration go out. They affect others who are ready for it. They change the nature of things outside your new house, if they are so ready. And the reflection of these waves brings back to you all things that are appropriate. Whether it be people, whether it be relationships, whether it be abundance, whether it be health, it will bring it back. Do you realize what we are saying here? Be in your divinity and know that all things appropriate will come to you. Do not plead with spirit. Do not beg for these things, dear friends. It is so simple, it will challenge you, and your fears will come up. And when you do not hear a thud at your door for a period of time, you will think you are doing it wrong. There is no difficult or challenge in this. There is no way to study to do it right. It simply is. When you do not hear anything at your door immediately, it simply means that the waves of vibration that have gone out are doing their work. Now is the time for you to sit in the easy chair of your new house and wait for that knock at the door. Now is the time to relax, not to worry. When you worry and when you do not have trust in your divinity, it does alter the vibrations that go out, and surely it will not bring back the highest level of what you would truly like to create. Do not worry when you send these out. As you move into this new energy, we have seen many of you that hear these thuds and bangs and even rings of the doorbell. You hide and you do not answer the door. We have seen others that open the door and do not see what they think they should see, and they totally ignore it, and they slam the door, waiting for Spirit to deliver what they think should be the appropriate package. You will not need these plans. You will not need these difficult mental exercises of willpower and focusing and imagining. Dear friends, that is what is tiring you out. That is what is causing your energy to leak. You try to will your health, it will not work so well. You try to will your abundance, and you find yourself flat on the ground and flat broke. In the new energy, dear friends, you emanate a vibration that goes out, and the reflection brings back exactly what you need. And when it comes to you, then dance with it. Perhaps it is a new job opportunity. Perhaps it is a new healing that feels appropriate in the new energy. Something that will heal those things that have been tormenting your physical body. Perhaps it is a mate in a relationship. Perhaps it is a look at yourself, of who you truly are, the long journey that you have been on, and all that you have done to help change the very nature of all that is.